All right. Woo! Hope you had your mics down there. Hope you had your volume turned down. God. Let's go. First things first on the board, 10% ROI, ladies and gentlemen, on unders. As I've promised, always been tracking. We have been tracking back the confidence score. This version has been live since the 19th. We're going to get right down to it. DGen parlays. This is not your bankroll building show, ladies and gentlemen. This is not straight bets. This is not taking this for 1 unit. This is none of that. So if you came here for that, I've got 100 streams out there that I've done, all right? I've done 100 different streams that you can check out that have all that information. I picked the winner of every single game this week. That is out there for your viewing pleasure. No, 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 no. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the DGen Hour. Yes, the DGen Hour. This is the time leading up to the game where we're going to go absolute degenerate and build out these ridiculous parlays. But first things first, let me know you're in here. I mean, are you 25 minutes, a half hour before kickoff? You're not excited? Are we not excited? I thought I was among friends here. I thought that there are other people here like me who are excited for the NFL. But if that's not the case, then that's fine. That's fine. I'll be by myself. How about standard bets? Listen, guy, I don't want to say your name. That's why I said it that way. Totally respectful here. Listen, I am not disagreeing with you. Parlays are low odds. They're low likelihood of success. If you notice right in the beginning, I said this is not going to be straight bets. I have tons of shows like that. Check out this channel. I put out videos on my YouTube every single day. So if you're over on TikTok, we're live on YouTube right now. We've got screen share going on YouTube. We've got the app open. I can't do that on TikTok because TikTok hates me. So that is great. That's a great point. But that's not what this is. Now, if you want that straight bet though, all right, I'll even say your name. Your name is UF, okay? But here's the thing. Javonte Williams, I put this out this morning. We did a quick live stream this morning. Javonte Williams, under 10.5, right? It's now bumped on my screen. I left it open on accident. It's now bumped to 9.5. It's going down. Ladies and gentlemen, we secured massive value. So yeah, if you want straights, that's how you're going to win. I know, UF. I know what your name is. I'm not dyslexic, I promise. That was intentional. Listen, I appreciate you're right. Parlays are not the way to go long term. But we gotta have some fun. And I personally have so much fun building out a parlay, sweating out a plus 5,000, sweating out a plus 7,000. There is a special rush about it. We're cashing straight bets, that's for sure. But guys, has anybody tried this? A&W ice cream sundae, 0 sugar, all chemicals, straight chemicals. Is there anybody, I mean, like, is this a bad time? Is this a bad time for YouTube? Somebody tell me. Like, are we kidding me? We're not watching a stream right before? All right, let's get right down to it. They're going to be their loss, all right? Now, Jalen Hurts, the rushing attempts is interesting. I think it's a potential trap that I may have fallen for this morning. I still think he's going to cash, but it's interesting that it's staying at 9.5 and not moving. And this line is kind of pegged at that 9.5 now, or I'm sorry, at the 8.5 now. So it moved a little bit, and then it kind of stalled out. So I'm very curious to see what happens. We're really going to focus on tonight's game. So we're really going to try to stay locked in on the SGPs, okay? Listen, it's hard not to take Saquon in this spot, and it's going to be hard not to take TD Lamb here, right? If you want the value guy is somebody like Devontae Smith or Dallas Goedert, all right? So those are your other options, I think. I think those are interesting plays. Miles Sanders' revenge game could be a funny one, right? But I just don't know how many touchdowns the Cowboys are going to score, and I'm imagining they're playing from behind. So give me something like anytime touchdown, Saquon Barkley, CeeDee Lamb, and Dallas Goedert. I think something like that could be really interesting. Let's go back over here. Uh-oh. My phone's all frozen. There we go. All right, we're going to go back over here, and we're going to just look at the touchdown market here. And I'm just curious, Dallas Goedert. Talk me out of a Dallas Goedert touchdown. Scored one in the last game against Dallas in November. Had 3 out of the last 10. I mean, I just think that when you're talking about opening night, these are the kind of guys you're looking for. You know, playing a plus 150 or minus 210, yeah, that's a higher likelihood of success, right? But, you know, is it going to hit? Is it going to cash? I just don't know. You know, we're going to have some fun over here. And we're going to see if we can get the Roto.AI guys up here to chat and yuck it up a little bit for a minute over on the TikTok stream at least, all right? But listen, all I'm saying is I think that these are the guys you want to play. You want to play like a Dallas Goedert. Obviously, Saquon and CD, that's going to be too easy here. Everybody can roll out Saquon and CD. You know, you're not really getting a ton of value there. If you just roll out the two of them, it's a plus 248 for two guys to score touchdowns, which we know are volatile, right? So maybe you're better off going with like a Dallas Goedert or a Miles Sanders in this situation potentially. I really like Dallas Goedert. I think maybe Devontae Smith, even though he's not the biggest guy, could kind of fit that bill or that mold that we're looking for here. So yeah, like there's a lot of guys I could like for touchdowns you could talk me into. Maybe the play is something like this. You're getting a guy. This is interesting, right? So you got CeeDee Lamb plus 150. You've got plus 155 on A.J. Brown. However, the first touchdowns are reversed. They're flipped. So you're getting better odds on a CeeDee Lamb first touchdown. That is kind of intriguing to me. So I might just put $10 right now while we're sitting here on a little CeeDee Lamb first touchdown. And let's see here. Let's see if we can't. Oh, come on. All right, hold on. Hold on. I got to log in here. There we go. Hold on a minute. Let me, how do I do it from? Oh, okay. I got you. Hold up a minute. Got to go ahead and verify this information here. Come on, FanDuel. Don't you know that we're doing a live video right now? Okay, got it. Okay, we're in. We're back. Back like we never left. All right, we're going back here. I'm back on the live. That's good. We'll turn this back on vertical. We'll turn this back on desktop. No, I want this one right here. There we go. Okay. CD for a TD. First one, $100. Quick $100. Not, I didn't say that. She thought I said Siri. That's embarrassing. Okay. Did it work? Rotobot, could you guys have to do anything for me to let you talk? Or are you just on here? Shipley will get more. Hey, what is going on, Rotobot? How's it going? Listen, I apologize. I'm a terrible host. I don't even know exactly how to do this. I'm sitting in front of like 6 different screens right now. So I wasn't sure once you came up if you could just talk or if I had to do something else. But all right, listen, this is what we need from you, okay? Rotobot, guys, in case you don't know, fantasy football, chatbot, GPT-like app. Fantastic. If you don't have it already, check it out. That is how you're going to win all your fantasy leagues. But the most important thing, okay, this is what everybody wants to know. Who scores the first touchdown tonight? And if you want to give us a why, or just say who scores the first touchdown tonight.
Oh. If I'm taking someone, it's got to be George Pickens.
Ooh.
Honestly, I'm obviously mainly a fantasy guy. I don't know the lines like the back of my hand like you do, but he's had such a great camp. I think the Cowboys are going to want to work him in early. I think Quinyon Mitchell is probably going to be lined up on CD, so he's getting better every year, and that might be a tough matchup. So I think Pickens is going to get open. Obviously, the game script favors the Cowboys in the passing game too. They're 8.5 point dogs. I think over/under is like 47, right? So should be. I'm taking. If there's some Dak overs on the passing yards, Pickens overs on the yards, and the Pickens touchdown is probably let it go.
Listen, I don't hate it at all. So George Pickens' first touchdown, best odds right now are plus 1,900 on DK, which is insane because Hard Rock is only a plus 1,100. And then you've got ESPN 1,600, BetMGM 1,400, FanDuel 1,500. So you've got a massive, massive value there on DraftKings. Even ProfitX, who always has really good lines, is only 1,150. So absolutely insane. Our app, we have like a 36% edge on this one if you play it on DK, which is like unheard of numbers, but I think you might see that more often with these first touchdown plays. And obviously, guys, it's volatile, right? Like you're picking one guy to score one time, do the one thing first off in the game at a very volatile thing. It's like picking a first home run bet, who's the first guy that's going to hit a home run in the game. It's hard enough to pick a home run bet or a home run play or a touchdown play by itself. And now you're saying who's going to do the first one or in his first plate appearance or all that kind of stuff. So this is not something you put a full unit on, not even a half unit. This is quarter unit, tenth of a unit. But listen, the guys from RotoBot said it. George Pickens is their guy. And after seeing this, that's a massive value. Put like $5 on it. Put $2 on it. You still have the potential to win a lot of money there, and it gives you something fun to root for. I love it. I think there's nothing wrong with that at all. I love the talk about Quinyon Mitchell. I do think that it'll be interesting to see how much he shadows. And you mentioned Dak, and I think that actually the sneaky play here, Sheik, the sneaky play, I think is actually going to be Dak higher than 36.5 pass attempts, because then you can throw efficiency out the window. He can have a 55% completion game, and I don't care because I think he's going over on that passing. I could definitely see him throwing 40 plus times in this game, especially if the game script goes how we think it's going to go. So I love that play. I think he probably, if he throws that much, more than likely he'll get that efficiency because he's got guys that can have big plays and stuff. But yeah, I think that's also a great option as well. So listen, you're the man. Anything else you want to say to the people before I let you go and just finish up this stream here before game time?
Honestly, not really. I mean, David, I think you're doing an awesome thing. I mean, I was listening on here for like 5 minutes before I got brought up, and I mean, I was already getting insane value. So definitely listen to this guy, David. He knows his stuff. And one quick disclaimer. I mean, the only thing I'm worried about tonight, as we're talking overs for passing and all that stuff, is the rain. There is rain on the slate. I haven't honestly looked too deep into the weather report. I don't know if it's going to be mainly first half, second half, whole game, but that is the only thing that slightly worries me.
You got it. Listen, that's a great point. I'm very in the mode of checking the weather reports when we get into October and November and December and that kind of thing, because I think it really becomes a constant factor. I didn't even really think about it to look at it too much tonight. I was too amped up, right? My juices were flowing too much. I didn't even have time to look at the weather. I barely look at the weather where I live, but that's a great point. I know the field conditions are a concern tomorrow night potentially, but for tonight, I'm seeing a 33% chance of rain, 75 degrees, only about 5 mile an hour wind. So if that's accurate, let's assume that's accurate, and it's not a downpour, I think you've got a lot of consummate professionals here that are going to end up going out and having a good game. I don't think this really affects it, but it's definitely something to keep an eye on, because if that changes, then I absolutely hate I don't hate it. I dislike more than I currently do right now, which is love my Javonte Williams under 10.5 yard longest rush. So that's a possibility. It's something to keep in mind. Definitely something to keep an eye on. So thanks for bringing that up, brother. I appreciate it. I did not know that was a thing. So now you put something else on the radar.
Love it. Appreciate you.
All right, buddy. You have a great night. Good luck tonight, all right?
Awesome.
Enjoy some football. See you guys. Yeah, guys, check out RotoBot, all right? Check out the guys over at RotoBot. They're building something incredible, especially for your fantasy league. Like you said, he is a fantasy football expert. That is what you need. All right, we're jumping right back into plays now. George Pickens, I brought up the first touchdown. I just wanted to see what it looked like. That is the odds you're getting, which is absolutely incredible. You know what? Real quick, then let's do that. So first touchdown data is getting built out right now by our API provider. So that'll be in here soon. Right now, it's just touchdowns in the data field. However, the odds are accurate. So the odds, all of the odds, if you like a play or whatever, you can just go ahead and use these odds because these are going to be updated. The best odds you can get if you want to play a first touchdown, if you want to play a Saquon Barkley first touchdown, you'll get a 7% edge by playing it over on ESPN Bet. All right. So that is an interesting thing. Keep that in mind, guys. Shop the odds. Get yourself the value you need there. All right. Appreciate you guys checking out the live stream up there. Make sure you're tapping the like button, all right? Don't make me grovel, but I'll do it if I have to. Tap the like button, hit the follow button. It's just a little heart. On TikTok, you can hit it 1,000 times, okay? Literally 1,000. We got 768. That's incredible. I appreciate that. Sometimes I've got to ask before we get that many. We didn't even have to tonight. I truly appreciate it. You're going to go with McPherson in that game, by the way, for that guy who asked the question, sauces. You're going to go McPherson there. That's an easy one. All right, but listen, we're going to jump into the next stuff here. So Dallas Goedert for first touchdown. If you end up wanting to go that route, you are going to get a 30% edge. Yes. Is this thing on? A 30% edge by playing it on ESPN Bet. That's absolutely insane. We need to get building here because I've seen enough to know that I'm getting terrible value here on this Goddard play, but I'm, for the sake of ease and for this stream, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to put a cool $3 on it real quick. And you know what? Just for the sake of my boys over at PropsBot.AI, I'm going to go ahead and put $3 on Pickens as well. If any of these guys hit, I'm winning good money over the money I put into it already. Now, there's a couple other things. We can do a touchdown. We can do a Saquon touchdown. I think there's two ways to build your parlays. You build one with touchdowns and one without, and I'll tell you why. Because the touchdown bets are fickle. They're volatile. Saquon Barkley should get a touchdown, but then all of a sudden he gets down to the one, which he falls inside the one like 13 times last year, which was insane, led to all the Jalen Hurts stealing touchdowns. Don't get vultured by a touchdown, all right? So build some with, build some without, but don't put parlays in everything. Let's play this game out a little bit, shall we? Let's assume it goes the way people think. And I've talked about this before, so if you've seen this video before, you already know where I'm going. But I'm going to go there anyways because it's important. We're scripting this game out, right? It's called Game Scripted. What's up, Timeout? I see you up there. Drop in your comments, man. You know I love talking to you this morning. Let's keep chatting. I love Dak Prescott higher than 1.5 passing touchdowns. And I think you could really make a case for Hurts under 1.5. All right, so that's game scripting it out a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to 100% go there, but let's leave it in there for now. We're going completions. I think you would lean Dak over. I like the over here, but you can't combine it. So maybe we're just going to go ahead, and instead of doing that, we're just going to do Alt 225 plus here. We're not getting that value we need. You know, you're not going to get a ton of value on some of this core. Oh, I'm sorry. I already have his over for passing yards. Silly me. Silly me. You could look at Jalen Hurts over under. I want to look at his. Can I do his rush attempts here? The first quarter plays. Oh, my Lanta. We're going to be cooked, chat. If you're going Dak over, you got to go CD over, right? I mean, Pickens could have a big game too. Pickens 55 is kind of interesting. What's his... I mean, I do like his longest reception. You guys already know that. But I want to see... Yeah, you can put those together. What's this look like? I can't believe you're going to get that value. If he gets this, he's getting this, right? Like, what the heck? So you could build something out. Now, we're getting into a lot of outcomes. I'd like to stay a little lean on those outcomes. So it's like, all right, which one do I like more? I think I like the 22.5 plus more because you can get it on one play. And I'm just kind of interested in that. A.J. Brown receptions, the under could be something worth targeting. But I love actually the first quarter for him. A.J. Brown, first quarter receiving yards, over 11.5 is what we're going to play. Look at that. Holy smokes. Yeah, I think so. That right there is probably good enough for me right there. Yo, flash picks. Wow, we got flash picks in the house. Radisson says I got like 15 parlays. Radisson, we are the same. I knew I was in good company. I started the stream and I was like, the energy was low. And I'm like, guys, where's the energy? You're not like me, excited for this to start NFL? No. All right, there he is. Griffin says, yeah, buddy, Jade on blue today. He's got a buddy tutty today. That's what he's got. 15 parlays, Radisson. I'll see your 15 and raise you whatever more I make on this stream probably. But, man, you are in good company here, my friend. We're just going to throw this one out there. $5 gets you $60. Now, I'm really doubling down on this. I like the over. You know who was an interesting guy in the first quarter, too? Was a Devonta Smith, over 8.5. The only question is, does he start slow? And if he starts slow, do they try to get him involved early? Oh, my gosh, I can alt it. Oh, my Lanta. I can alt it. 19.5 yards. Yes, please, I think, but I think I might just go back and do, man, this seems too easy. Oh my gosh, the glee I am feeling right now. George Pickens first quarter? Yeah, I think so. But I kind of want to just look. Just let me see what CD is. You're not going to give me CD first quarter? You better give me it. 12 and a half. Oh, my gosh. You know what? Give me George Pickens. Give me the pick. I think Smith scores and Ferguson. I like Ferguson too. Wow. Okay. Interesting options. Don't hate them. You could talk me almost into anything for opening night. I got to be honest. Like, opening night, I totally could almost be talked into anything. Let's take a look at Hurts and his pass attempts. If it's rainy a little bit, man, I start to really like. He has not gone over against Dallas. Yes, I want it if it's 27.5. Yes, please. May I have some more? Yep. Oh, come on, bro. You guys. How are you going to do that to me? We're playing this one for $15. This is an easy, quick cash to me. Now, the other one I would say, the only other one do I want to go? No, I like the 19.5. Saquon's going to absolutely shred them. I almost just want to play that as a straight, too. 19.5 in the first quarter. The Cowboys aren't going to come out and control the ball. Let's face it. Oh, my gosh, guys. Yeah, what am I doing here? The Cowboys aren't going to come out and control the ball. Ball control and game management this year is probably not going to be their thing. What's the Eagles' strength? Their front seven, right? So you're going to throw. So if they're throwing, the ball's going to move. It's going to be incompletions that stop the clock, although I don't think they stop the clock as much anymore now. It just runs it. You know, they're always a little bit weird on that stuff. But yeah, I think this is just a play right here. There, whoever wanted straight bets, there it is. First quarter, Saquon Barkley, over 19.5 first quarter rushing yards. You can thank me later. Please make sure, guys, if you're cashing out on these plays, let me hear it, all right? Like, I'm out here giving out these plays and stuff. Griffey, setting a galaxy. I don't even know what to do with that. Flash, is Devontae Smith fully healthy, though? And I ask honestly, like, I haven't been keeping up with him. If you like that, then don't you like his first quarter receiving yards or his 20+? Right? You got to. Give me his first quarter, too. I'm falling in love with these. I'm falling in love. 10+? You tell me, man, don't catch a 10-yard pass in the first quarter? At a plus 100? In this economy? Just put $5 on it. I just want to win a little something. You know, I just want a little taste, okay? I just want a taste of it. That's all. Just want a little skin on this game. Just want a little action. I want a little of that sweet, sweet action. I like Jalen Hurts' under for rushing attempts. However, if it is rainy, I do think we get a couple more. I think he's going to go under. I don't think they got guys that are going to push him out of the pocket. I'm just not seeing it. And I'm also thinking, I can't do both, huh? Oh my gosh. I love NFL. It's so fun. First quarter rushing. Yeah, that's a smash. Jalen Hurts first quarter rushing could be an interesting one. Actually to the over, even though for the game I like the under. Can we do like second? You can't do like second or third? Excuse me, probably not. Quarter specials. You know what? Do they have any just specials? Popular. No, not popular. Right? Is it this? Popular? Popular. Each player to score. Oh, let's look at these. These are fun. These can be fun. Each player to score 1+ rushing touchdown and 1+ passing touchdown in each half. Yes, I will. Yes, please. I will have that. In case you guys can't see the screen, this is what we just did. Okay. FanDuel has a special right now that says each team to score 1+ rushing touchdown and 1+ passing touchdown in each half, right? So we need a Saquon touchdown and we need a A.J. Brown touchdown or Goddard touchdown in the first half, okay? Or I'm sorry, in the whole game. No, in the first half. We need one in each half, okay? That's fine. I don't hate it at all. I think when you've got the tush push, I think the rushing ones aren't the issue. The question is do we get 2? And as you saw, I wasn't a huge fan of the Jalen Hurts over 1.5 passing touchdowns. However, you're telling me that I can get it for this, and essentially that's all I got to look for because I like the Dak Prescott over 1.5, right? This is my logic behind it. I like Dak's over 1.5 passing touchdowns. I already like that. I like Saquon's touchdown. Check that off the list. Maybe for 2, 1 in each half. Sure. Jalen Hurts. Yeah, sure. I'm not worried about that team. So there's 2 out of the 4 things I need happening already already taken care of. The 2 that concern me are Dallas on the ground. That's a concern. Legit concern. That's probably my biggest concern. And then you've got the Eagles through the air. Not as much of a concern. Pequeño concern. Small. Small concern. Each team score a touchdown, a field goal in each half. That's fine. See, I don't like these each quarter things. To score 1+ touchdown in each quarter, no, I don't like that either. Record 10+ receiving yards in each quarter. Hate that. A.J. Brown and CeeDee Lamb to each record 5+ receiving. No, give me the halves. I don't like the quarter garbage. I like the halves. Philly to score in all 4 quarters. That's interesting. I wish we got better odds. I don't hate Dallas on that too. Not terrible. Plus 260. Oh, that's it? Was that? Oh, that's all. Was that all the ones for here? Yeah, that's all of them. Those are fine. There's some decent ones. Should we build out like an alt? Like a CeeDee Lamb big game? Oh, somebody asked about the rain. We talked about that a little earlier. It doesn't look too bad, right? I got it open. 33% rain. I don't know. Can I get more on this? Let's see. Mostly cloudy. A slight chance of rain between 7 and 8, so it's pregame. Then a chance of showers and thunderstorm. And then showers and thunderstorms likely between 10 p.m. So the game's already in hand. That makes me like Saquon's rushes a little bit more. Mostly, and actually some, oh, you know what? Some of their backups might get a little run. A couple of their backups might get a little run. If they're ahead in this game, field's a little sloppy, they don't want Saquon to blow out a knee or something, they throw the backup in for a little of the garbage time cleanup. That's not bad. See, now this says chance of precipitation 60%. New rainfall amounts between 1/10 and 1/4 of an inch. All right, well, let's build out a rain game 1, right? We got a couple more minutes here. Let's build out a rain game 1. Rain game means you've got a Jalen Hurts touchdown. That's what it means. And that also means you might get a Javonte Williams touchdown, but I'm just not so sold on them. I almost want to go. What is this? What's this? What do I get on this? What's this? Okay, toggle this on. This token when you place an eligible bet. If your bet meets the criteria, you win the original bet payouts plus a share of the bonus bet. Wait, is the bonus bet contingent on who people are putting their money on? Because if so, that's a different strategy. $2 million. Are they giving out $2 million to everybody who picks this person? Let's see, baby. There's a minimum wager of $5. Okay, good start. During this promotional, if your player you score a touchdown scores on the first touchdown of the game, you'll win a share of $1,000 with other ones who use their touchdown on that player. Woo! Chat, you know how we bet this then, right? You absolutely know how we bet this. We bet this on Jalen Tolbert or Cavante Turpin. You know what? I'm going to go Turpin. Is he in the game? Is he going to be in the game here? Cavante. Because if he is, the confidence score kind of liked him. Not so much for a touchdown, but they kind of liked him. Is Turpin... Is he going to be on the field in this game for me to put him in? Jonathan Mingo's on their team? Wow. Have the mighty have fallen. Jalen Tolbert? Maybe I should go Tolbert. Oh my gosh, if I go Turpin and I don't do it, I'll be... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a straight first bet on Tolbert, which will hurt a little bit. But then I'm going to go Cavante Turpin because it won't sit right if I don't do it. Okay, he's opted in. So now I don't have to do... That's an eligible bet. Okay. You guys saw it. Somebody snipped this sucker. Guys, take advantage of that. This could be fun. I'm putting it on a guy that I'm going to share the prize with 3 other people. That's what I'm doing. That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. And now I have to place this other one real quick on Tolbert. I know it's a rushing game. God, I want to play it on Miles Sanders too. A little how you say revenge. Just sprinkling a couple of dollars around. Any one of these guys hits and I'm blowing it up. I'm blowing to the moon here on this. All right, a couple of guys, right? Let's do one more rain game. I said I would do a rain game. We got to do a rain game. Rain game means a lot of rushes. It means Saquon's probably going over. Yeah, give me the Saquon over here. Can I do his longest rush too? No, of course not. I didn't think I could, but what's his rush receiving? Miles Sanders. He's going to run hard tonight against his former team. I think there's nobody that's really like super. I don't know what I really don't like here. I don't think Javonte Williams does anything. I mean, he could get a lot of opportunities. That would mean, actually, you know what that means for me too? That just locks in my Dak higher than pass attempts here. Player pass attempts, Dak. Bro, why not? I hate that. I despise that. I can't do any of the things I wanted to do. I can't do any of the things I wanted to do. 9.5 first quarter yards. It's 1 first down. Can the guy slip through a tackle? Probably not. Miles Sanders, 17.5 rush yards. I want to do more for this, but I'm just not sure. All right, you know what we do? It's an A.J. Brown under then. Man, he's going to cook the Cowboys secondary, though. Absolutely cook them. Who do I like as an under in this? Dallas Goedert, maybe? Maybe Goddard's a little bit out of the mix. I actually don't like him either, really. And let's go. Let's say Dak goes under. That could be your rain game slate right there. I don't like taking so many unders for the one team. We need an under for Dak. I can't do this. Nonsensical. That would mean, man, who's getting the under for Dallas? Maybe Jake Ferguson? I could get behind that. That could be a decent little slip right there. That's the rain game slip, okay? Sorry you had to watch that. It was a little painful. None of my things could be parlayed together. Wow, we still got people on the TikTok. Appreciate you guys. What's the Dak rush over under? You talking yardage or attempts? I got you, though. Happy to pull that up right now for you. Dak rush yards is 6.5. Oops, and I want to do, that's yardage. And rush attempts. Rush attempts is 2.5. Juiced to the lower. Brian says, go Birds. Listen, I got no qualms with anybody in this game, so go Birds, right? Oh my gosh. Well, guys, that's it. I always try to wrap it up about 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, do me a favor, guys. I'm live with you guys every night here before these primetime games, giving you guys stone cold locks. All I ask for in return is maybe a couple of things, and they're all free. Download the app. Check it out for yourself. Use code NFL2025. It's absolutely free for a month if you use that code. You get a free 3-day trial if you've already used it. If you've already, if you don't want to use the code, if you don't want to punch it in, whatever, you don't want to, whatever. Free 3 days. And just like, follow, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. It's all free. Can I get the best lock? I joined late, Brian. Oh my gosh, Brian. I think my best lock. The rain might shift it a little. So let me tell you this. If the rain is not a factor, the lock of the night is easily Javonte Williams, lower than 10.5 yard, longest rush. Easily the lock of the night. If it rains and the Cowboys are still in this game, then he could end up getting that because he just needs one to break away. If the rain is not a factor, and this is just a regular game, that's your lock, all right? That's your lock, Brian. But do me a favor, Brian. Oh, he says he just followed me. I see it. I appreciate you. Happy game day. For sure. For sure. Yeah, you like the Dak rush attempts. I don't hate the 2.5. I don't hate the 2.5, actually, honestly. You could see his last games, though. He doesn't go over very often, but he has gone over for what it's worth in both of his last games against the Eagles. Take it for what it's worth. I put it up on the screen there. You guys can see his rush attempts. Juice to the under. If you want to play the over, I'm going to give it to you right now. I like his pass attempts, too. If there's no rain, I like Dak's pass attempts. I like his over passing touchdowns. Rush attempts. If you like the over, you can get it at plus 159, Brian. A plus 159 on Novig if you like the over 2.5 rush attempts. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm putting on the outro. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you follow the channel so you can get subscribed to all of the content we're putting out for free. It's so much fun. We had a great time on the stream, brought the energy, and I will see you guys tomorrow for this stream before the Brazil game, okay? Have a great night and happy football.